Okay, so apparently, well, not apparently. I mean, it's been old news really, but since April 15th, so that was today. Oh, that was this morning. Okay, so more and more people are starting to talk about the um the titles. The titles have been really lodged up, you know, you know, and for a lot of people. And I've gone back and forth on the titles, and what I think my conclusion is at this point is that um look, I'm not in the royal family, so I don't really know how it feels to have a title. I would say that the title, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, is cute. It's definitely cute. Okay. But I would also say that other titles, such as the Prince and Princess of Wales, is cute, or the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh is cute. I mean, titles are cute. I'm not going to take that away from them. And most people in the world don't have a title. And so having a title sort of makes you feel special in some kind of a way, I think, for most people, right? Because it's the exceptional people in the world who are considered to be important enough to have a personal title, um, whatever that all even means, right? And so the idea of just saying, okay, just give back the titles is, for me, I mean, have I ever said it? Probably, when I get upset, and and so on and so forth. Where I am now with this experience, look, with these titles, I think the titles are a trap. They're definitely a trap. It's like a noose around your neck. The minute you move in the wrong direction, it tightens, and it has like a choke hold on on your life, your very breathing, your ability to breathe in peace. And for me, that is sort of not okay. It's not okay, right? It's not okay um, to live like that anymore, really. I think Meghan and Harry, if I were in their place, I think in the beginning, when they first left the royal family, I think the titles were probably a lot more important than they are now. I think Meghan and Harry have come a long way from needing to have titles. They're now, again, independent. And I've said that in the video before this one, or two videos ago. I spoke about their independence, which they have earned. They have created it for themselves. They have carved it out of granite. And they've suffered a lot for it. It didn't come for free. Having this independence meant putting themselves out there and taking risks and being the brunt of people's jokes and people's criticisms and people's harassment. I mean, even though Meghan has not been seen for such a long time, every day it's still all about Meghan. It's a high price to pay, right, for being the Duchess of Sussex and her husband, the Duke of Sussex. And when I look at the other members of the royal family, I mean, like some of them I've never even heard of, like Duchess, what was it? The Duchess of Gloucester? The Duchess of Gloucester. I know I'm not pronouncing it correctly because it's spelled Gloucester, but it's pronounced Gloucester. Okay, quelque chose comme ça. Okay, she has a title. Who is she? Okay. Or the Princess Alexandra, who is this? Or the Duchess of Edinburgh, or Princess Anne, or this, that, and the next. Everybody has a title, right? But not everybody has a breakout star power like Meghan and Harry. Okay. So what that tells me is that it's not your title, my darlings, that make you who you are. It is you who makes, or make, you, plural, you who make the title what it is. It's a paradox, right? People think that your titles made you. No, titles don't make anybody because everyone in the royal family has a title, but not everyone has the same status, the same star power, the same chemistry, the same fascinatingness, such that everyone is fascinated with you, like Meghan and Harry. Meghan and Harry are Meghan and Harry with or without the Duke and Duchess title. The Duke and Duchess title does not make you who you are. It is you who makes the Duke and Duchess title sexy. Now, everybody's going to want to be the Duke and Duchess after you. Who's going to be the next Duke and Duchess that they should, be dare to think they could walk in your shoes? These are big shoes to fill, right? But the thing is that at this point, these titles are, again, like a noose around your necks. And the time has come for you to consider whether or not you really, really need those titles or not. Now, does that mean that you send a memo to the palace that you're no longer the Duke and Duchess? No. But you do have to take some kind of offensive action to let them know in no uncertain terms that the minute they want their titles back, they can have them because you don't need them. People thinking that you need these titles is itself a noose around your necks. It's unhealthy, right? Again, those titles don't make you who you are. You are who you are with or without those titles. And it is you who infuses just so much sexiness to those titles. It's you who makes those titles what those titles have become. Okay? So at this point, honestly, I would be thinking about just moving on from all of this total freedom, total independence. Because, Harry, you keep going back to the family. They're not talking to you. They're treating you horribly, ignoring you, threatening to ignore you, not having time for you, always on holiday when you're around, all of this. And, people calling for the titles, and it's so exhausting and unhealthy, and you don't need it. If you wake up tomorrow and you're just Harry and Meghan, you still have Archwell, right? You still have, Meghan still has Archetypes, her podcast. Harry still has his book deal, and you're making more deals as Harry, right? I don't know. Now are you going to be allowed to be Prince Harry? I don't know. Or Harry Mountbatten Windsor. Look, again, I said before that you guys have to consider getting an official name change in California. You are the Mountbattens, the Mountbatten Windsors, right? You're the family of four, the Mountbatten Windsors, okay? Party of four. And, whatever happens with the titles happens with the titles. Use the titles less and less, and send out a memo that at any time that they want to take them, take them. If you don't want to outright hand them back, I would outright hand them back, but sometimes maybe I'm a little bit of a hothead, maybe. It's the Sagittarius side, the fire in me. Those titles, I wouldn't have them anymore at this point. They would have had them back a long time ago, because for me, I don't like this kind of thing, you see. But I would like to see you guys get this noose from around your necks, and that will remove all their power from you, and you succeed and build your empire just being Harry and Meghan. And if you have to use a last name, Mountbatten Windsor, because your children are already Mountbatten Windsor, okay? And that's it. Consider that, right? Consider freeing yourself from these titles.